Hello and welcome back everybody to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all doing very well today. Let's just see here. Getting everything set up for the stream and then we should be good to go. Alright, I got my chat all loaded up, so that is nice. Live info. That's all saved. Why are you not showing Minecraft here, though? What the heck? It's not what I wanted. Cancel this one. Gregtech New Horizons. Apply. Maybe click on the game. Hey, there it is. Okay, so go live there. So we have two people in the chat. Welcome in. How you doing today? Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to switch over the camera for you guys. Cat's being sassy. Stop. I gotta go close the closet door. Cat is not being nice. Come on, you can't be in there. I know. Come on. You're just a sassy kitty that just wants to play with everything. Alright, you want to say hi to the audience? Say hello? Oh, cute cat. Alright, now we're good. Everything should be ready. Last time I was kind of messing around. Somebody was kind of showing me how to do some filtering with some interfaces, storage buses, and all that crazy stuff. Also, I'm hearing new sound effects that I don't know where that's coming from. I don't believe it's that. Eee. Whoa. Why is the box on the bottom right so bright? Interesting. Also, just making sure it's not cutting anything off. It looks fine. Item subsets. Okay, so it does look different. Okay, they got the icon there as well. I'm not sure if I like the sound effect or not compared to the old one. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, look at that. Okay, so we got updated texture for the turbines. So that's kind of cool. I like that. What else do we have? The distillery towers are like very loud. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but everything seems like it's like a lot more saturated. Video settings. Is the game a lot more saturated for some reason? Brightness. We had brightness set to 50%, so we're going to apply that. Render distance, it seems fine. Quality. I'll ask some other people later on once I jump into the stream. So, that all seems fine and dandy. Ooh, I like the new sound effects for the coke ovens. That's pretty cool. Hey, Spaghetti, what's going on? I see you just jumped in. How you doing? Small iron ore. Dang. So, they changed the way that small ores look now? That's kind of cool. I like that. Dang, everything's, like, changed. Okay, so these are the iron chests. Okay, so compressor has new sound effects, everything else. Redeem, what's going on? Pretty sad that they moved the tier 2 casing for the coke ovens after the HSSE, I think. Wait, you're talking about the casings for this is even harder now? Doing good. Glad that you're doing well, Spaghetti. Pretty sad that they moved the tier 2 casings for coke ovens after HS. Oh, yeah, okay, so tier 2 would be after this, I think. Okay. See, that's why I didn't even know what it was beforehand. Steel chest. don't know if I like that or not. Dark steel chest, that's fine. Check and see downstairs if anything's changed here. I feel like the sound effect for that changed too. There's a lot more that went on in this update than I even think that actually happened. That's crazy. The casing that determines the parallels. Gotcha. E. I'm not a fan of how these look in front of here now. I'll probably just get used to them over time, but I know I'm just complaining because things have changed, but it's not that bad. Diamond chest. Huh. Alright. At least like this all still looks pretty decent up there, so that's kind of nice. All that's pretty much the same. Okay. Check upstairs real quick. Alright, so we still got the boiler there. Everything else here looks fine. Everything just looks a lot, like, cleaner, in my opinion. I don't know, like, the lines look like they're smoother or something. Coffee, how you doing? Things have changed a lot here. They have changed quite a bit. Shut down due to power loss 36 minutes ago. Oh boy. Oh wait, it has problems. Okay. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. I forgot. B, H, J, J, K, G. I forgot how to... Every time there's an update, I forget how to remove that stuff. The muffling is really good quality of life. See, I don't mind the sound effects. Usually I just have to turn them down. So that's like the music sound effects blocks. Yeah, usually I have to turn it down quite a bit. So do like 15%. Alright, so that's good. Screwdriver. Okay, do we have a screwdriver in our inventory? What's going on, Locke? How you doing? Oh, great. I have to rebind my keys as well. Hold on. Options, controls, pack, open backpack, B, adventure backpack, C. Should be good. That's not what I wanted. Okay, F was the one I wanted. Controls, pack, F. There we go. Okay, so it's still the same amount of slots, I'd assume. They just widened out the inventory. Interesting. Daniel, what's going on? Keybinds are also different in this version. Yeah, so that's why I'm like just trying to figure everything out. Okay, so this backpack is still the same. That's fine. I don't play with sounds like 90% of the time, so I don't mind. But good for when sounds are around. Very true. Yeah, I don't blame people for like listening to music and doing whatever else when they're playing. See, I would... Oh. There we go. So we started recording. Blaze, you didn't really miss much. You just noticed a couple new things, like all the chests kind of look different, kind of interesting looking. And then, yeah, you were just messing around with your menus in the stream, but nothing crazy. Control Shift plus G to drop items no longer works. See, I don't know if I've ever done that. Control Shift G. So I just gotta figure out what button it is to make this go away. Okay, O makes everything go away. P... What do I do? Small pile of polydimethyl siloxane pump. Also, don't you move the keybinds when moving to newer versions. So, that is one thing that I did forget because I didn't really remember. Let me check and make sure the maps actually worked. Uh-oh. So it appears that my map data... I brought my map data over, and I don't know, it doesn't seem to actually have... Well, no. I'm in a cave. Even then, it should still show. Slightly larger chest is not craftable anymore, but still exists as an item. Use the healing axe in your offhand. Oh, they have the offhand now. Okay. See, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know why... Yeah, so my map data... I completely deleted the journey data folder in the new instance that I created here. and then I swapped it over from the old save, or the old instance, and I guess that didn't really work. Which, I feel like I've had problems with it a couple times. Like, it's no, I am going to want it, because I do have some miners that I have to go pick up at some point, out there in the world. Wait. You're talking about the journey map data mod got removed, or are you talking about something else? On my Gregtech New Horizons, there's no battle gear. Oh, that's what you're talking about. That mod got removed. What's going on, players? How you doing? Been a little while since we've seen you. Hey, welcoming everybody else into the stream. Yeah, battle gear is what you're talking about. Also, what key is it? Coffee or Ray Bob? Anybody to get rid of like the big items on the side? I forgot. Hey, literally Azazel, thank you very much for following and liking. I greatly appreciate it. Seems like the sound effect and the graphic is still broken for the new follows. I don't know, it happened after one of the most recent updates. Alright, so that is actually nice that we can actually have our healing axe on the side now. Hi, how you doing? You remembered me. I did. See, I usually remember people with pretty unique names that have been here for a while. It's a setting in the NEI settings. Or keybind. No, you might be right. I think in the inventory, NEI config, I think it's this. Inventory, item panel sorting, recipe mode, orth pronounced, Azaizo? I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. I'd assume it's not of, like, an English descent of a name. Hey, Trey, what's going on? How's it going, Mr. Blaze? I'm doing pretty good, thank you very much for asking. Control-Shift-A to move full inventory of an item into another chest no longer works, too. Really? Checking keybinds NEI category, maybe. I think I remember it being here somewhere. Optimize, grid rendering cache, history panel, craftables, collapsible, item zoom panel, display name, hide, item zoom panel visibility disabled. Try that. It's fine, it's from the Binding of Isaac. See, I know what that's from. Well, I know what the Binding of Isaac is. But I'm sorry for butchering it. We got it fixed. We're all good there. That's good. Also, if you have the multi-smelter, the parallel calculation changed. That was a surprise for me, as it was doing less than expected. So, they buffed the multi-smelter now. I mean, it was already OP before, so that's kind of nice. Also, thank you very much for the likes. I greatly appreciate it. Let's just try smelting a bunch of cobblestone, just see. Should be able to smelt. 6.5 seconds for 16 stone, not bad. I don't remember what it was before, but it's fine. Also, I wish there was a way to get that, like, blue box in the bottom. Hold on, it's probably... I don't know what mod that is, to get that turned back. World panel settings. Whoa, that's not what I want. Overlay settings, lock overlays. Just to get it to be more opaque. Inventory. Alright. I guess we could live with that for now. So one big thing that I was messing with, and I was trying to teach myself, well, not really teach myself, but to learn from what I was shown, is item filtering. See, now we're starting to get a bunch of other stuff in here. Hold on. Crushed beryllium. So I'll also show you guys. You could also move over to my creative world. And I was trying to build a system... Where is it? Testing world. Trying to build it. Oh, yep. Alright, I know. It's all missing. Trying to build a system here that sorts all of our stuff into like a couple different groups. Stuff that will go to the centrifuge, stuff that's going to go to the washer, or one of 3 different washers and all that stuff. What did it? Oh yeah, I just set up a max size just to see how much power it would draw. A controller as well as a couple drives for storage, and I don't know, I really don't have a great power source right now. I just dump in some nitrobenzene into here for power. Heard that they added overflow storage cell in this update. That's pretty cool sounding. Also, no idea if this A2 or like these P2P tunnels are actually like correct. Oh boy. I'm wondering if this is even something I should be messing with right now, or if I should just go back to something simpler, like making a rocket for going to space and then worry about my storage and stuff later. Where's all my cells? Alright, so we have a bunch of cells here. Or we're going to get a bunch of cells. So 16k. I wish we could just dump them. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright, well, whatever. Trying to think of a nicer, easier way to just like get these into my inventory, but there's not really. Really shouldn't need that many storage cells right now. I mean, it's literally just a testing thing. Storage cell, alright. 1100 likes, thank you very much. So, infinite cell and the Mi controller is for the wireless controller design. Okay. Yeah, it buffed true. The time got like quartered. Dang. Quarter the amount of time for smelting. I will definitely take that. Okay, so are these not linked? No, they are. Oh, that's right. I think I have to have power coming off of this. So, quartz fiber. Do not connect to... Oh, dense smart cable, that's why. Interesting. So yeah, there it is. Now it's got some good stuff. So that's all connected. Now we just need a couple of drives. What is this? 4 of 8 channels. Let's see. What do they call these? Screens, sure. Or I guess panels. Alright, panels bind to screens. So now these are bound together. Dense smart cable. Crafting terminal. Crafting terminal? The heck? Crafting pattern. Are they not called terminals? Hey, what's going on, Kazan? How you doing? I got to MV, made oil sands to polyethylene, silicon dioxide to raw silicon, and raw silicon to solar grade. My power is currently an LV crop manager with a 2x2 fluid-fueled railcraft boiler. Not too bad. What should I do next? Honestly, that point was so far back. But now that you got molten polyethylene, I'd probably... Yeah, just got to MV. Continue working on getting a lot more steel and aluminum. You testing stuff? Yes, I am testing stuff. So I am testing for... Oh, there it is. Yeah, Mi crafting terminal. I guess I don't know why it wasn't shown before. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't like that. It needs smaller. Hey, there it is. Okay, so now I can finally access my system, but I still need power here. Really? Why don't you connect? Oh. How does the big cable not connect to the small cable? Doesn't make sense. Lime? Oh, because it's green, that's why. I'm stupid. Alright, well. Me, smart cable, green. Hey, how about that? By the way, Blaze, since you were asked for journey map stuff, they are located in other folders. Yeah, I'll probably have to have somebody try and show me that later. Just because I obviously did that wrong, sadly. Boink. Crafting terminal. There we go. So we have access to everything now in our storage, so that's a beautiful thing. So... Now we have to figure out, once again, how to do the filtering. How should I make alumina, and how should I scale up the steel? I know a big, easy way is getting a lot of redstone, I think. You could do that by, what is it, making obsidian with a rock? No, it's not. That isn't that way. Get a bunch of redstone. If you have a nice farm, you can get it from, like, glowstone or glow shrooms. One of the glow plants, and then you can extract it into glowstone, and then separate that into gold and redstone, and then use the redstone to turn it into ruby dust for alumina or something like that for aluminum. Alright, so we have that all connected there. That's fine. Now we need to make like a secondary, what do you want to call it? Network. Alumina and Envy is just hardened clay. Macerated to clay dust, then Envy electrolyze it to get hardened clay. Yeah. I forgot about the hardened clay is a really, really good way to get it. So also, going back into everything here. I'm going back into the Discord to see some pictures. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. Scrolling back. So I should pin some things. Okay, so here I can see some stuff once again. So I'll just kind of copy and paste what I see. But I'm not going to use it with what I have. I'm just going to copy and paste it so I can just reference it in the world. What am I seeing here? Oh, I forgot the Minecraft music's playing. Turn that off. We don't need that music here anymore. Which actually, let's switch up to the next song. I'm not feeling this one. Sure. Good enough for now. So we have a bunch of drives. Separated by one piece. Oh, that's definitely not what I wanted. I should have pinned it. Dang it. Oh, yeah, you gotta love stuff here. Alright, hold on, chat. I'm sorry. How's everybody been doing, though, this week? You guys doing alright? Let's see. Pin message. Pin the message, yes. Pin message, yeah. Hey, there we go. Now I could just jump back and forth to it. Okay, so perfect. It's not, I don't want to exit. Okay, there we go. Boink, 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 boink. Keep all these put away. Now I can get some different colored cables just to keep everything nice and easy to pay attention to. Alright, so we're going to have magenta. We'll do a cyan, a blue, a green. Okay, then we're also gonna need like thick cables. Do an orange one as well. Dense cable, orange, green, magenta, blue, cyan. Okay, so we have everything there. Perfect. So it's 1, 2. 2 thick cables behind. Blue, orange, green, red. Blue, orange, green. And then we'll do cyan, why not? No, we already did that one. Green. Ah yes, spooky sound effects. Alright, so then, weirdly enough, controller blocks on all of the top of that. Boom, 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 boom. And then cable. Yeah, I guess I could just do. Well, I guess we could just do black cables. Yeah, just for power or whatever. Doesn't really matter. And then the quartz fiber that we did have. Okay, let's see here now. Also, pretty much everything in the front, other than there's some thick blocks on the top. So this is where I think it would output the items. Boom. Cyan's down here, green, orange, blue. Okay. And then I know that these went up to the wireless controllers. Or they just... oh, these are just different colors. Okay, I see. Gray, black. Where's just a basic one? Oh, just like this. Okay. Because I don't really care. I guess maybe I should. Wireless controller, orange. And then you got green. What? Smart cable, why is that? Where's my dense cable? There it is. Henwy, thank you very much for following. I greatly appreciate it. Oil is theoretically limited, practically unlimited. So yeah, it depends on where you're getting your oil from, technically. Cyan, we got our cyan here. We'll toss that up on that one. Blue. And then we just need magenta. Alright, so from what I'm noticing in the pictures, The filtered items, I do believe, get stored down here. And then when they're needed, they get shipped out through the wireless connectors up top, which I'm not going to worry about using wireless anytime soon. Hey, Panda, what's going on? By the way, Blaze, you can connect the wireless connectors directly to the Mii controllers. No need for cables between them. Really? So I'm just trying to think. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, okay. You can connect the wireless connectors directly to the Mii controllers. So you're saying the cables in between these two can get dropped down right onto that controller block right there. Also, I need to turn off clouds. How you doing, Panda? I don't remember if I asked you already or not. Did you hear about the Gilded? Yeah. I saw, what is it? I saw Porcupine's post on YouTube about it. Honestly, I'm not surprised that Roblox is doing that. They're shutting down because whatever, it's not profitable for them, I'd assume, anymore to have Gilded. Which is kind of dumb, but I'm not really surprised that that's actually happening. Advanced. Where is my clouds? Cloud scale. Where's cloud elevation? There we go. Way higher. Apply. Pretty much, yeah, okay. Steve Lava Chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. I'm sorry, kitty cat. Oh, you know what, kitty cat? Actually, I'm nuts. I am even more so sorry. It's dinner time. I gotta go feed you. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And get rid of that. Once I'm done replacing this, I'm gonna go feed kitty cat real quick. Still kind of sad though, even though we all saw this coming. Yeah, I know. Especially how long we were there and how much of a history it does have on the channel. I mean, that was the first year or two that we spent over there. Just put a super tank there, forget about all that. Alright, I'm gonna be back real quick. Let's do F5. Oh. F1. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go feed the kitty cat. Alright, I'm back, chat. Sorry about that. I think you underestimate how long it was. We only moved to Discord a year ago. Okay, honestly, I guess, yeah. I would... It makes sense. I mean, you kind of probably would have moved over with... What is it? Gregtech kind of popping off? Well, actually, it was kind of before that even, but... Still. It was only a year ago. That's actually insane to think about. Did someone already tell you about Infinite Spray Can? I feel like I've heard of that before, yeah. I just never messed around with it, so I don't really know of its potential, I guess. Probably a lot better than having to manually select all these different colors of pipes and everything. Okay, so we have all of that. That looks fine. And in the back... Okay, so that one... Okay, they're all interface blocks. Just all connected. Okay, so interface... Boom. So let's say we had... Boom, 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 boom. Because I think these... I don't really exactly remember 100% sure how these worked. If these were all... Oh, okay. So those were where the storage buses, I think, went on to. Okay. this, and it was like boom, boom, boom. Storage bus. Trust me, you want to use it in creative. Okay, sounds good. Infinite spray can. Infinite spray can. Left mouse button to cycle color. Sneak to reverse direction. Middle mouse button open color choice. Sneak middle mouse button lock or unlock spray can. Contains all 16 colors as well as solvent. Oh, that's nice. Even if I have this? If used while sneaking, it will spray a chain of blocks. Middle mouse button on a surface block to copy color to spray can. How does one add bookmark? It works on Greg cables, me cables, wireless controllers, on everything. You color stuff using the right click button. That's what I thought. I'm right clicking. That does not work unless it has to be like a basic cable or solvent. Damn it. Okay, so that does not. Maybe it's because you have a stack. Yeah, let's try this. Boom. Hey, there we go. That, oh my goodness, that, okay, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so to lock it, lock or unlock, sneak middle mouse button. Okay, so that's nice. In case you accidentally click, or you're just trying to break blocks and stuff. Awesome. Try only having one in your inventory slot. Yeah, that was the cause. Thank you very much for the help on that. Oof. So, I'm not sure why, unless it's to split up the channels. So between the green and the orange is a controller block. I'd assume it's gotta be for, oh, hello. I'd assume it's gotta be to split up the channels. So between the green and the orange, they have like a controller block there. And that's right outside. So it'd be like this. Yes. If you have a long line of cables, do the sneak thing to do it fully. That is freaking great. Okay. That's beautiful. I love that. So, I only need, yeah, one cable, and then I just color it whatever I want. That's nice. Well, time to dump some stuff into our storage. We only need one dense cable, and yeah. That saves me a big headache. So then, going back into the picture, we have big black cables, kind of attached to everything. So one outside of that, and then an interface. One outside, and then an interface. Black. There we go. So that's all attached. And then do some small black ones. I should probably do. I'm wondering if you could do something like this and this, it's gotta work, you would think. Like, if I needed to have more, I don't even know, I don't think I would need to have more, honestly. But, like, filter and have those attach in the middle. Hey, Casper, what's going on? Nice lag cube in the distance. This guy? Yeah, it's for just visuals, that's it. It's a good thing also it's like just a small creative world. How you doing, though, Casper? Just trying to figure out, Carlos had showed me something with, like, I don't even know what you would want to call it, or, what do you want? Oh my gosh. Or, I keep thinking storage, but it's not, and it's not sifting either. Why is my brain not having a good day today? I feel like it never has a good day. What do you do when you try to make things separated? Or proc subline. Yeah, which I do kind of have one already. And now I'm like... or refining. Sorting. Yes, sorting. I don't know why I could not think of sorting to save my life. So, somehow, like, the items will come into this, and then, so, say purple will be for the macerator, blue will be for just normal washing, blue could be for, like, a chemical wash, for, say, getting platinum out of nickel and whatever else. Centrifuge for orange and all that fun stuff. So I was just trying to copy over the design, and I want to understand how this sorting system works before I just go and copy and paste something into my world. And that's kind of like a reason why I don't want to do it, so that way I don't want to just copy and paste it, is because I want to understand how it works, so that way I can maybe make something maybe a little bit different styled to where it fits my base more. I can help you if you let me. I am more than happy to let you help. These are kind of like the pictures that I had. So, and also I had somewhat of a system set up in my world to where it kind of worked like with this, to where you'd have like these storage buses with, I don't know if it was like an ore refinery card or an ordict card. So that is all I am trying to figure out right now. Because also if I go along here, there's a couple more pictures. There's also, what is it, like a cable and chest here, compressed chest. Boink. So it's like that. Boom. Alright. See, some of the interfaces, like, it's hard for me to tell in pictures because I'm just not experienced. Nope, that's not what I want. So, understanding, like, the outputs of all these is pretty decently easy for me. It's just the inputs. Yeah, macerator stack, that's all that. Oh, I see, stone dust. Okay. Because you don't want stone dust filling up your system. I see why that's there. That makes sense. A cable attachments look samey for experienced too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. We sit and wait as we wait for Timeless to go live. Who's Timeless? Oh wait. No, I was thinking that's not the person that has like an Enderman profile picture, is it? But what's going on, Zoe? How you doing? Oh wait, Timeless's kid. Okay. I see. That makes a bit more sense now what you're saying. So going back to the photos. See, and I like how Carlos had everything kind of explained here with the outputs. At least for everything there. Oh, okay, so this is explained almost like what I have here. Okay. So the interfaces on the back of everything we see here, like the full blocks, they will receive the filtered minerals for their respective networks. And then the storage bus on the interface, they will manually receive each ore that will be processed in the filter. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is I don't remember if the filters go in the storage buses. Like if you use the storage bus as the filter. Only GigaPros can just recognize the attachment from 1 pixel. People who have been playing Gregtech their entire life, and that's like all they've ever played. So yeah, okay, so that's making a bit more sense with this. I keep hearing footsteps, it's making me sad, because I know that there's creepers and stuff down there. Well, I could just turn off mobs. There we go. Perfect. It's safe now. Go back to the pinned messages. So yeah, the compressed chest that we have is the input chest, which I'd assume we can kind of just remove that and just basically connect it to our storage drives as the input. And then, okay, yeah, see the interface in the middle of the line. Interface just to change the cable from 8 to 32 channels, okay. Kind of like if you build a Lego, a lot of you instinctively know the length of each brick, be it 3, 7, 9, or 12 length. So that kind of makes sense, yeah. It's been even the Legos. It's been a while since I've messed around with those. Okay, so then return of processing, wireless storage. So yeah, there's also there in the picture, there's another wireless connector here that's black that has like a cable and then an interface right above the chest that just dumps it into the chest. Which I guess might not be a bad thing, just to keep the chest as kind of like a middleman. And then all of the outputs, say, of everything going in, or no, I guess no, it doesn't even matter. It could still be the drives. Dump everything into the drives, and then say whatever gets done macerated, then comes back into the line, and then goes into the washer, then goes back into the centrifuge, and yada yada yada. I just have to figure out how the filter works with the storage buses. Reading along. Yeah, interfaces will receive items. So basically, it's just like a pipe to allow things through, I think. The wireless receiver, that makes sense. It sends items to wherever. Storage bus, they will manually receive each ore that will be processed in the filter. So now it makes me want to go back to my single player world and see. I believe the storage bus has a filter for what it can store. Me-to-me system interactions are optimized more with no inventory in between. Yeah, without this guy. So that's what I was saying instead. Yeah, maybe just use my drives or like my other part of the system in my single player world. Just, what is it? Everything that stores all of my crushed ores. Just have that connected right to here. And then the output just, yeah, into those. So, storage bus has a filter. So I know it has an input-output mode, but it's not really what I'm looking for. And I don't know how the priorities really work either. I don't care about the priorities. And I know we can get Ordict cards, so let's make another chest here just to get some stuff in. So I'm going to want some cards. Card. Yeah, or dictionary, filter cards. So just get a couple stacks of those. That's way more than enough. Alright, so blocking card. Dual interface and me interface. No. We want stuff for the storage buses. Capacity cards. Yeah, I'll probably grab some of those. See, that gives you full capacity. And because I could have sworn I saw Darius just manually put in all the items, but pretty sure there was supposed to be a better way. The filter are the slots in the middle, put items in them to allow. Yeah. So like I would put... See, that's what made sense to me. But I don't know why I feel like Carlos is saying something else. And I'm also wondering, in order for the filter to work with items, how could I give this power? Actually, how can I connect this? How can I make a sub-network? Hold on. Let me try to make a sub-network here. See if I'm smart enough to do this. I don't even know if I am. So... Sure, this is going to be our sub-network. Oh my gosh. P2P... P2P tunnel me dual interface. I don't know what that's for. Get rid of that. Me interface, I got all those. I don't need that. Sure. I know that's probably wrong. Where'd the spray can go? Really? There we go. So that is now connected. We get the memory card. So secondary. Bind. Alright. Oh yeah, also I guess I don't even need to record this. This isn't that important. Save some of my storage space. So, is this correct for making a secondary network? Should be. Like if I have stuff connected... Hold on, let's get rid of that. Dense smart cable... Let's just make them all same color for now. Yeah, nice and easy. Alright, so that's that. And I'm also going to want to just steal some drives. We don't really need anything crazy. This also needs power. There we go. Device online. Unlinked. Why are you not? Is it because there's no power? Fine. No. Okay, so that that is wrong. Why? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, it's happy now. 2 controllers on 1 network. Well, that's why I'm trying to make this a separate network, and I forgot how I thought that would only transfer power. The P2P transfers the lag cube network to the subnet. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Toxic? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much for asking. Interesting. So I can't have... I just do that? Right. Oh my goodness. I'd have to go and look and see... Yeah, see, okay, so that's obviously wrong. So we're gonna save and quit. But yeah, P2P is like a cable teleporter. Hey man, my bad, I just saw your message. It's all good, how you doing? I'm just asking to see how you were. I've been thinking about skateboarding these last couple of days. So whenever I got some free time and I'm not Gregging here, I'd definitely be interested. But how you feeling? My ex is talking to his ex again, and school is stressful, so not good. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Yeah, relationship stuff is can sometimes be stressful, depending on, you know, the people. But hopefully school's gonna go okay, or better for you. That's one thing. I just finished up... See, I had school too, although I only go for like 1 week every couple of months with what I'm doing. So, thankfully I'm done with it. Oh, I just went back into the wrong world. I was distracted. I'm sorry. Root canal yesterday. Isn't a root canal basically where they drill out a hole in your tooth and then they fill it all in with crap? Thank you. You're welcome. Quit your job and get Gregging. I will. Working on it, Cybrux. How you doing? Yep. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to going to the dentist at some point. I know I have to, but I don't know. Everybody like stresses about it, and then you like go, and then it's like, oh, maybe it's not so bad. But I feel like it's not going to be great for me. All right, so let's take a peek here. Fluid storage, where is our secondary ore network? Or Proc secondary network. Okay, so we have a P2P tunnel that goes down. And it goes across. No, that's fluid storage, that ain't right. Don't be like me. Go to the dentist. Heed my warning. You don't want this. See, my problem now is that now that I'm an adult and I have my own health insurance, I have to take the time. If I'm not working next week, I'm probably going to take the time to find a dentist that takes my insurance. And yeah, at least start with a cleaning and a checkup just to see where I'm at. I know I'm going to probably need some work done. That's the fun part. Ugh. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. So, funny enough, the cable goes from the controller to the P2P network here that is then connected up to... Okay. A storage bus on an interface that is then connected to the controller. Okay, so interface to then basically cables that is connected to an interface that's connected to this guy. And then that's its own network. Okay. I see what's going on here. Do it, get a cleaning at least. I had holes in a lot of my teeth for a long time. I was in pain a lot, and now this is... Which sucks. See, I feel like I have something going on, because I've been favoring the left side of my mouth, because, like, I would chew on something on the right side of my mouth, and I'm pretty sure I probably have, like, a cavity or something that, like, is why it hurts, like, if I chew gum, or, like, something. Yeah. I gotta get that checked out. Plus, I know that there's gonna be other stuff that I need to get done. Alright, so there's that. That'll make it better. Secondary or net? Sure. Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on. Can't let a man just test things out and get learning. You don't need the P2P to have it work, by the way. Yeah, that is true. I was just thinking just using it, and then I guess just pretending in case I need to have more P2Ps or branches off of this just to maximize my controller. But yeah, I just have it connected right to that, and then the interface, and it should be good. Thank you for pointing that out, though, because knowing me, I probably would forget and be like, oh yeah, I guess I don't really need it. And I guess maybe even like early on, I probably don't even need to worry too much. Although, I don't know, maybe I could say the opposite of that, just because then if I needed to, if it's ugly, I could still branch off of this line. P2P just transfers channels easier. The real way of making a subnetwork is the storage bus on an interface. I forgot. If I go back to if I go back in the stream, I gotta see where my storage bus was. Oh, there it is. Yep, storage bus right underneath it. Okay. So that's what goes in the middle. Damn it. So that's what makes it. Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I didn't need full screen. There we go. Also, that P2P on the smaller network end is the wrong way around. It's the right way around now, right? It was wrong before. I think it's right. Device offline, yeah, because you don't have any power anymore. Device should be online soon, please. Hello? Device missing channel. Oh. On smaller network and is the wrong way around. Are you not? It is still unlinked. Why are you unlinked? Oh my gosh. It's got the same numbers. It looks like it's pointing the right way. Unless because try not to have it connecting to anything here. Oh wait. Okay, I think I see. Okay, so it has to come out like no. Why do you do that? Because it's supposed to be... Why does it do that? Oh, is it because... Okay, I think it needs a small cable, that's why. Alright. I get it now. There it is. I was wondering what was going on. Alright, which face of the P2P do the channels get teleported from? You were right. I was being silly. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's just like that. So now, if we just do... I don't even... Okay, yeah, just leave it. Oh my gosh. Bind. There it is, device online. It's like watching, like, a kindergartner learn math for the first time. It's probably what it feels like to a lot of people. Wait, I missed a lot. I'm sorry, Joker. First time since my early 20s, I have no bad teeth. Everything's filled or extracted, so no more infections, no more night pain. It's over. I freaking did it. And see, that's another thing, too, is they say that, like, your teeth are also very, very closely related to, like, your heart health. So, I don't know how that really works with that, but hopefully that's another plus. Helps your heart, too. Ugh. Alright, so it's got power there. Honestly, if I just... Why? Okay, so that's obviously not what I wanted to do. How did I have these connected just a minute ago? Oh, there was just a cable. Okay, so I could just repaint this. Hold on. There. So now it's green. These are connected. Cool. So what my plan is obviously I'm streaming learning how to do this. And what I would like to do is once I understand the system, once I know how to build it, I'm gonna go into my own world, even if it's not in the stream. I'm still gonna record it. I'm just gonna build the system so that way we have it set up to where all we would need to do in the future is just connect all the machines to it and then just call it good. So I can love again flies away. Bro, what's up, Casper? Am I doing something that needs to be yelled at for? I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, I don't need a me drive. Damn it. Alright, plenty enough storage. So obviously we could have another connector there, and then say take one of these, connect it via an interface, I guess. Or does it just connect? I'd probably just connect just like this. Just color that black. I marvel at your ability to not notice things. Oh, yeah. It probably doesn't help that I haven't played Gregtech a lot in the last month or so. And even if it's not related to Gregtech, like the shapes of things maybe. Right now, nothing's wrong. Okay. Well, at least that's good. I'm happy about that, at least. So, I'm gonna put... Hold on, I need another interface here, just so I can see. Okay, and all of these, I'm gonna put 64 aluminum cables. Do I have access to that over here? Yes. Okay, that makes me happy. So that means I have access to this storage here, so that's already a huge plus. So this is going to be where the items return from. Okay, we're just going to leave that, that's fine. Alright, so what are we doing here? That's okay, this is pretending this is my secondary network. And then we just want to connect this. I don't even know if I need to go up to that or if I could just do... See, okay, that's wrong. It doesn't like that. Unless I have a storage bus on it. That's okay. Okay, so that's good. Can hopefully just dump out items there. back to the pinned messages. So, how late have you been staying up recently, Joker? I'm just curious. Just seeing, possibly, like, if I had time late this evening, I might just hop on, and if you're on, and we'll play together, but I don't want to plan anything just in case. So, I have my storage here. It's just like the chest there, which is fine. Everything else is like the output of items. Okay, so now we just need to get power up to these control blocks, which isn't really all that hard. We just kind of do a little bit of this. There we go. And now it's got power. That is awesome. So then there's all these. Alright. So let me go back into the Discord. I'm going to continue to read. So I remember... Jump to this post. Yes. Jump to that post. So that is a lot of subnets for ore processing. I'm just trying to see if there was a way to mess with this, to filter, so that way I don't have to manually put in every item, even though I don't mind doing that. So the cables in the filter are just random items, because if you leave the filter blank, it will put anything. The various buses are just to give you an idea of how much height I will need to place all the items in case 63 per storage bus. I'll always leave a random item in the first buffer so as to not insert wrong stuff. Okay, so every storage bus must have an item. Otherwise, when you turn on the entire setup, the wrong items will go wherever you don't want them to. Okay. So, yeah, I'd assume everything that I want... I mean, these storage buses here, I could probably add more into the sides as long as I have enough channels. Like, I could even have some going into the middle here to save on cables, as ugly as that would be. Or I could obviously make this taller and then have more interfaces. But, I mean, we already have cards here, which... You lose 9 items, but maybe you could also have... No, it's instantaneous, so you don't even need a speed card. Interesting. Well then, even for my purposes, I could just have this as a cable going out to my machine. And then what is it? This is just like a intermediate storage, I think. Yeah, there's nothing really between them. Okay. I mean, I think I should be alright. You probably don't need the subnet of the subnet, though. The color-coded subnets and the 3 drive nets are enough, I would think. The color-coded subnets and the drive are enough, I would think. You're saying you wouldn't think I would need this here. Which, yeah, I don't really know. See, that's why eventually I'll talk to Carlos and see what to see what the point of like each thing in here is. So yeah, I'm starting to understand, like, okay, the interfaces allow the items to go in. The storage buses is the filter. I'm 99% sure. Like, you have the storage bus there, you put the items in. It only allows whatever items through. And then, obviously, you have a terminal to be able to access it. And then the drives down here to store the filtered items. And then, yeah, honestly, like, you could, yeah, I'd probably just get rid of that. And then Unless it was just to allow for the future increased amount of channels to be used with it. Sorry to go AFK, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. I did say something about if I had time later. I was wondering how late you've been staying up, just in case I do end up hopping on Skate and then we end up playing together. I didn't want to plan anything, but I just wanted to get an idea of how late you're usually up. No, I'm saying you don't need the net that connects the color-coded nets, and the line is needed. Okay. I'm trying to think here. I know my brain is terrible. Don't need the net that connects the color-coded nets. Oh, are you talking about this one that's not powered? I'm just trying to think. I'm sorry for not understanding and how oblivious I am. You don't need the net that connects the color-coded nets. Oh, you're like this one is needed. With the 3 storage, like the net that's up unpowered right now. Okay, so the one that is okay. I gotcha. The net that's unpowered. So yeah, this one. Yeah, I don't remember what this was for. Unless it was just to branch out. If I'm looking into pictures. It's in the middle. I'd have to ask him. I'm assuming it's going to have to do with something with like the amount of channels. And that eventually I might need it just to be able to disperse more channels. Like eventually I'll have probably more than 32 or maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. But I gotcha. Yeah, this one I would agree that we wouldn't really need it until maybe way later on. I was just copying over the build. But yeah, I'll be up. I went to bed at midnight last night. Okay, sounds good. So no, eventually my girlfriend's gonna be coming home soon from class. We'll probably have dinner, watch TV or a movie or something. And then, yeah, I'm not really sure after that. We'll see if I'm tired or if I end up staying up. I think that controller is just to simulate your main network. Maybe. Possibly. I don't think so. I mean, you could be right, I could be wrong, 100%. But I don't think, unless it is, I guess I don't know how that would tie in. Kitty cat, you meowing? No, you're just sleeping on the bed. Okay, you're fine. Alright, so I kind of understand how this works. So so this is kind of nice. I guess I should build some machines here real quick. Build a washer and... Hold on. Wash. Bang. That's awesome. I love it. So we got the washer and then maybe the macerator stack. Sure, we got space on the other side. Let's do that. Oh, hot dang. Make it out of whatever casings that is. Okay, so now we just need the inputs, the outputs, and we should be fine. So this will be my ore washing. I'm gonna do this just so I can easily see everything. And a magenta wireless connector. And then yes, I do want another black output. Alright, so now we need buses. Super bus. I just want some regular buses. Input bus. HV, why not? Gerwin. Is it Gerwin or Jerwin? Welcome in. How you doing? Why interface/storage bus works like that? One of the functions of interfaces is to display the whole inventory. One function of the interface is to display the whole inventory of the Me network it's part of. The storage bus then treats that interface like a chest. Okay. So it shows the controller everything in the storage. Yeah, to display the whole inventory of the Me network it's a part of. Okay. And then the storage bus treats the interface like a chest. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, and the ability to, like, put items in and out of it, which is beautiful. So, maceration stack. It does need a muffler, okay. Oh, hey, I like this. Okay, so this is new. Tier 1, Tier 2. Stable titanium. What was the other stuff? Maceration stack casing. Different, okay. I like the slider. Just started Gregtech on 2.7.4 and updated to 2.8.0. The NEI auto crafting is so good. See, I don't know if I've done any of the NEI auto crafting in the new update. I just updated to 2.8 today. So far, I'm loving everything. It's pretty dang cool. I mean, there's a lot of different visual stuff. I didn't even get to see the coils glowing in EBFs and stuff yet, but I'm excited to see that. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck with your playthrough. That's what we started with, or we were at just before, was 2.7.4. Also, I don't remember if you were new to the channel or not, so I do want to say welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Recipe. So, energy hatches, maintenance hatches, muffler hatches. Alright. Muffler. EV, why not? Shoot the pollution right out there. Alright, I gotta move chat there. Perfect. Any casing. Maybe not that one. Just do it there. Energy hatch. New sound effects for the wire. Okay. I like that. That is nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And thus the storage bus sees all the displayed items just like a chest. And the ability to store items by interface is also because all items pumped into the interface get imported. So technically storing items into the interface is unrelated to the item display behavior. Huh. That's kind of crazy. I'd assume you mean like this item display. How do you look funny like that? Open power panel. Whoa! Power fail events. Yeah, that's new. Maintenance. I assume maintenance can go anywhere here. Maintenance, any casing. Alright, you're gonna need... Alright, so that's fine. These two are fine. I mean, you got a muffler and everything else. Are you good? Ooh, nice sound effect. Alright, that's ready to go. And that is also ready to go. Perfect. So now I just need to set up the inputs for the items. Okay. Also, I don't even know, wireless receiver. A wireless setup kit. I don't know if I needed the receiver or not. Bound. Okay. So that. Oh, connection failed. Why did you fail? Connection failed. Alright, hold on. Let's go to A2. In your clean room. So wireless connectors are close-range quantum network bridge alternatives. Connections are point-to-point. You can't connect more than 2 blocks together. Each block will use... Yeah, that's fine. Storage bus priority, very useful. Storage buses of higher priority will store items imported by the Me network into their attached inventory before the ones with lower priority. So I've seen people using that before. I haven't figured out a use for it yet. Power needs to be provided on only one side. I mean, power used. Really? You don't get any power from that? Is that why there's a cable between these? Only when the higher priority storage bus cannot store an item, it will be stored into the rest. Dang it. Power needs to be provided only on one side. Up to 32 channels can be transferred through the connection. Can connect directly to dense cables. The wireless connector itself does not use any channels. Also, these are more TPS friendly than large chains of dense cables. So, going back to the message. Interesting. I have no idea. So, transferring power there. The interface receives ores that will go to the input bus. Wireless receiver. Export bus. Pulls the ores to the machine if using drivers as buffers. Wagyu, what's going on? Yay, Gregtech New Horizons on TikTok. Heck yeah. Just trying to figure out a ore sorting system right now in a different creative world before we go back to our actual survival world. Once I figure out how this operates, how to build it and everything, then we'll go over and try to do something for our other one. Use case: if your main network imports a bunch of ore, you can have it store the ore into the ore processing subnet before putting them into the main disk drives. That way you don't need export buses. Ah, that's kind of nice. Okay. That's the whole point of the ore processing subnets, is to have all of your ores and stuff stored there before coming into the main network. Like, yeah, well, you would only want it to come into the main network if it was overfilled. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. So, Wegu, what is your experience with Gregtech New Horizons? Also, I need to see if I can get power to this. No. That did not work the way I thought it would. That also does not bring it power the way that I thought it would. Okay, no matter what, I need a cable in the middle, so that's not. So, wireless. Do I need a receiver? Hold on. Connection failed. Connection failed. What's going on? Why can I not? Why, actually? The mainnet will also be able to pull out the ore that's waiting for processing if you want it for something. Ah, okay. I've almost made it to EV with a friend, but had to stop because I had to move houses. Ooh. Well, hopefully the move wasn't too bad, or if you're still in the process, that it goes well. That's kind of where I'm at right now, is EV. So I'm going to pop back over to my main world once again. So I'm going to save and quit. Back to the main save. And see if I can figure out what's going on with my wireless receivers. So if you do catch another stream at some point, I would be very happy to give you a tour of our base. But this is kind of like the EV processing room that I've been working on. I know it's not really too beautiful looking, but it is what it is for now. This is my pride and joy over here, the HV processing room, with a bunch of all of our other machines, which is quite nice. At least a lot more decorated. Let's see, we have our wireless connectors over here. Okay, so it says power used, 14.8 per tick. It's got a cable running straight into it. That is branched right off of the main network. Looks sweet, thank you very much. Alright, hold on, I'm stuck. And then we do have like our MV and our HV areas upstairs that we really don't use much anymore. So here's the LV area. This actually was, still kind of is, like the best and like fully built area that we have, other than this section. And then the MV area that kind of got left behind as well. But the entire plan for the base is I was going to turn this whole mountain into a volcano. So I kind of started on it a while back, and then, what is it? Eventually, it's going to be like the center here, and all of my rockets, when I go to different planets and stuff, are going to fly out the center of the volcano, which I think would be pretty cool. But obviously, a lot of work before we even get close to like having it look even somewhat decent. What block is that? So, if you're talking about these ones, these are like black granite and qubits. We also have bits, basalt, a bunch of other stuff kind of mixed together. Unless you're talking about some other stuff. But yeah, a lot of work ahead of us. But yeah, also, if you're ever wondering who else I'm talking to, there's also a chat over on YouTube, which is kind of my main thing. And TikTok's kind of like a secondary, but I try to do TikTok streams as well as much as possible. Also, yes, it does feel like teaching a primary schooler addition and multiplication. It feels, yeah, it feels like trying to teach like a primary schooler multiplication before they even know addition. What's going on, Madison? Welcome into the stream. How you doing today? Any other games that you like to play or watch, Wagyu, by chance? No offense, man. No, you're all good. I can't believe you'd say that, Casper. I am completely offended. Just the newbie things. Yeah. Just the fun stuff of trying to learn everything with the mod pack is all. Like, I still don't understand why this wireless connector is not working. Send item link to chat. Recipe to make this item. Oh, okay, so now they do teach you, okay. Add bookmark A. Control A, add bookmark with count. I've been playing Isaac. See, somebody else has been talking about Binding of Isaac today. It's kind of funny. Advanced wireless setup. Do you happen to know what I might be doing wrong, Casper? Wireless terminal. Wireless hubs. No, I don't care about that. Do you like Thumbcraft? Thumbcraft is, you know, it's alright. I really haven't gotten too deep into it. I mean, I've made the Boots of... Oh, well, not in this world. The Boots of the Traveler and stuff, and that's pretty cool. I think once I start to get, like, Essentia Generation going, I think it's going to be a lot more fun. I like the research minigame. It's decent. Eventually, I'm going to love having the automatic research whenever that happens. Although I think I heard that was, like, way later on, so we'll see. But, it's not too bad. I'd assume you're probably a pretty decent fan of it. I'm guessing the other connector needs to be powered. Take your word for it. Although, like, I could put power to that, and then connect it... Theoretically, those should both have power to it. As in, both connectors need power to link. Yeah. But, like, I don't know why they don't have power. I don't think the machines... Oh, the machine is worth it. You're talking about the auto-research one? Interesting, so that does not connect. Why doesn't that connect? The other cables connect. Like these guys do. Or maybe they don't. What? I could have sworn I had it connect in my other world. Like, it was directly connected. Never mind. It is. Yes. Okay. I was wondering what you were saying. Oh, you want to know what? Okay, I think I'm just stupid. I think I understand what's going on now. So now that they're color-coded. Duh. So this is magenta. I'm going to need magenta. I'm an idiot. Look at that. But that doesn't explain that having power. I mean, that's magenta. Oh, wait. It was dark for a second. No. Huh. What if I just try with a basic wireless connector? So this is the fun of Gregtech, trying to figure out some stuff sometimes that feels like it should be really easy, and then it's not. Okay, so those are bound. What? Why are those two bound together? I didn't bound those two. Bound connector does not exist. Those are connected. Hey, how's it going? See, I always say Sadai. I said it before, and I guess it was wrong. I can't join today, I'm so sorry. Well, at least I'm happy you hopped in to say hello. Hopefully you're doing well. Connector. Alright. Connected. Those are connected. Why in the world does this not connect? Hold on. Connection failed. So what if I do this? Just kind of like I have. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So that's... It's gonna be no different. Big ass controller. I know, as Casper calls it, the, I think it's like the lag producer. Alright. And yeah, I just made it just so I know what the max size A2 controller would be like. And it is absolutely insanely huge, to say the least. Okay, so it still fails. So my understanding, hold on, so that's like blue there. What if I have one that's like a black color? Right here, even easier to notice, orange. Okay. So, do I just need a basic controller? See, that looks like the purple... It is a basic purple one, it almost looks like. So, it is purple there. But it's blue in the other picture. What? No, that's like dark purple in that one. See, it's almost like this. Actually, this has an H in it. Oh, wait. What are these? Wireless connector. Oh, I'm so stupid. These are wireless hubs. I don't even know what to do with wireless hubs. Okay. I figured out my problem. I'm just an idiot. So, if we do this... Boink, boink. They're connected. Right? Purple. That's better. Okay. See, sometimes... Yep. Just waste my time. Oh my gosh. Cannot wait to learn about wireless hubs and what the heck those are for. Alright, so we have our spray paint can. We'll be fine. So, boom, boom. Alright. So, cyan. Spray that. We got, I don't know, orange. Boom. We do green. Keep thinking I have to press escape and I don't. Blue. Awesome. Purple. No, it's magenta. Alright, chat. Look at that. We're cooking now. So we're gonna need some power. Honestly, do this, right? Yeah, no, we don't want that. Get rid of that. Spray paint it back, black. Sure. Me interface. So now going into Discord again, look at the pinned pictures. So yeah, interfaces with cables all going to the wireless connector. Perfect. That's easy. So we just have boink, 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 boink. Awesome. So that's perfect. And then we just have, I'd assume it's another interface here. Should have to look at the other picture. So storage bus and input bus receives stores ores from the network. So storage bus on the input bus. Wireless receiver, then you need an export bus to pull the ores to the machine using drivers as buffers. Okay, and the interface receives the ores. I gotcha. So put a storage bus right on that. We're going to need an interface and an export bus. Oh, you may be able to cover them later. I'm also blind. That's a Lime network. It's all good. I'll be going to sleep. Good luck. Get some good sleep. We'll see you next time, Casper. Thank you very much for all the help. And, yeah, take care. It's not wasting your time. You're learning. That is true. I gotta think about it more that way. It's never a waste of time. It's just taking the time to learn something so that way I save time and have knowledge on something later on. And I'm very happy that I'm actually, like, taking the time to do this. Because I could just copy and paste other people's designs. Well then, what's the point in doing that? If you never really truly understand what's going on, or if... Well, I like having an understanding of everything. That way I can explain it to people that don't. Back to the Discord once again. So, a cable, export bus, interface. Okay. So we're going to have a cable, export bus, interface. Oops. Dang it. Export bus, interface. And then the cable should just go directly over. Yep. Looks about right. And then I can just transfer power like this. Sweet. So I have this connected, bound to that guy. Awesome. Boom and boom. Wait a minute. Okay, so now I'm also looking back. I'm just remembering now. So, I see. So we'll have one black wireless connector for each machine that's connected to a group of controllers. So like right now, if you don't understand, I'm looking at a picture in my Discord, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, explaining what I'm seeing. So there's 5 different lines, one for the macerator, washing plant, centrifuge, yada yada yada. But then all of the black connectors that are used for the outputs are connected or attached to like a big pillar of a controller block that is going to be then used to input items back into our system. That makes sense. Actually, let's do this. And then also take one of those. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you don't like that. Okay, what if I just do interfaces? Is that gonna work? I assume it's gotta. Milk, welcome into the stream. How you doing? Alright, there's that. We're also gonna have that as the other input. Boom. Boom. Okay. Interface. Dual interface, yeah. I mean, we really don't need it, but whatever. Boom. We need a storage bus. Which I probably need some more space here, so we'll back this up. Interface, boom, and then a cable. I guess I don't even need to move it. Okay, let's just try and make it nice and compact if we can, just so we know what we're doing. Boom, and we can try and keep it nice. Boom, boom. Okay, I like that. You can be connected. Alright, input hatch. Yes, we're gonna want the dual interface again. Now, actually, I don't even know. Maybe I keep something separate here. Where's the infinite hatch? Yeah, reservoir hatch. So it fills with water. That's fine. We'll just keep it just like that. So it has enough water. That's fine. So we want to say we'll take some raw ore, raw diamond ore. Okay. So the maceration, we want raw diamonds to go into there. See if this even works. Then uses, we want crushed diamond and purified diamond. Sure. Also, yeah, I guess let's do this. Actually, maybe let's not do that. Something that we don't have. Just so we don't mess up the system. It's one thing I gotta remember. Alright, so everything else isn't connected. That's fine. We don't need it connected. We're only practicing with this. So there's... Oh, there's that. So then we want crushed diamond to go into here. And we want a couple cells. So there's a cell, and there's a cell. So now, hopefully, if I put diamonds in here, it'll pull them into this, crush them, send them out to here, export it into this guy. Welcome back, Madison. Power... I think it only needs power on one. I don't know. I guess I'll test it out and see what happens. So, here's me depositing items into my system. And nothing happened. Not what I wanted. Oof. Okay, so I'm gonna need import bus to pull items from the chest. Okay. So I might need an import bus from this guy. I put an import bus from here. Hold on, let's try it. Import bus. Or no, because it's gonna pull it from the chest. I'd still need to be an export bus, right? That does not connect. Why do you not connect to... I mean, do you need a storage bus? Hold on. Get power from somewhere else. What is that? Storage bus? Pulls from there into there. I mean, is that right? I guess I'll have to ask him at some point. Okay, diamonds. I guess that's not right. It's not pulling out the items that I was hoping for. Hold on. Let's look back at our buses. Inserting items, me import bus. Nope. So the me export bus extracts items from the me network storage and places them into the inventory it faces. So pulls them out. Unless I need an import bus. Test it out. Me import bus. Raw diamond. Not working. Alright. Back to the pictures. So, input chest and buffer new or pre-processed. What if I just make it a drive? Oops. Not really what I wanted to do. Just take this picture 1 block away from that guy. Take one of these, do one of those. You're gonna want some power. Really? This is fun. I mean, I'm complaining as I am complaining, but it's not that bad. So, return of processing, wireless, and storage bus. So put a storage bus on that guy. No, the storage bus would go onto my drives up to the right. Import bus to pull items from the chest. Okay, so maybe put the import bus on this guy. Oh. Oops. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Oh, I guess, yeah, I probably should power this up too. That is not what I wanted. I accidentally pulled. So, I learned something here. That's basically how... Oh boy. Is it just doing loops now? Okay, it's right there. That's how universals work, I think, is like it sends out like a package of everything. So imports. Unless we can get it to work with a chest. It pulls items from the inventory it is pointed at and places them into the Me network. So that places them into the Me network. So, no. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Import bus to pull items from the chest. Well, that's to pull from the chest. Okay, so that's on the opposite side. So that's going to be like right here. Hi, it's been a little bit. How you been doing? I returned from death. No, you haven't been the dead one. I've been the dead one. I haven't been streaming a whole lot. I've been really busy with work and school, or classes, I should say, not really school recently. But glad to see you. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, just been busy and then trying to get back into the super complicated, you know, everything with this mod pack. Trying to learn how to sort my items through fancy machines, which I've never messed around with before. So it's a little confusing, but we're getting there. Probably going to have to hop off soon, get some dinner and all that fun stuff. But yeah, can't really complain. I've been offline on the internet for a mental break. That's a good idea. Sometimes it's good just to step back from the internet because the internet's not always a great place. So glad that you're doing well, and yeah, I hope that your break was pretty good. Let's try doing something like this. Export bus, storage. I think it's going to be a storage bus that I want. Hopefully you have a good old Spooktober. Import bus. I think that's what I want. Okay, so we still got our diamonds in there. Indubitably. I don't know if I've ever seen that word before. Oh my gosh. Import bus from the chest. Maybe Carlos will watch this later on. I mean, I feel like I gotta be close. Like, I think that's okay over there. I just have to figure out how to get the items from my sub-network into the system over there. Oh, there goes that machine. Alright, well, I think that's going to be good for today. Sean, I greatly appreciate you hopping in and saying hello. Glad that you've been doing well. And everybody else over in the YouTube chat, whoever's still there watching, thank you very much for jumping in today. Possibly, well, I know I am going to play something tomorrow, but keep an eye on the Discord for when I go live. I'm probably going to be continuing this unless I mess around off stream. Just trying to get things all kind of squared away here. Right now, I'm recovering some items. Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for jumping in today. I do greatly appreciate it. Hit me up if you want to skate later. Definitely will. I will hit you up. But yeah, and Von Braun's welcome in. You just jumped into the end of the stream. Take care, everybody. We'll see you all next time, and blaze out. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome, Callie. All right. Kitty cat coming out. She's like, oh, time to eat. All right, everybody. Sorry about the delay. We'll see.